Hey, welcome back. I'm actually on here just to make a quick reminder of something I meditated on and I felt compelled to kind of share about it. But if you find yourself in a position where you're asking, where do I begin to find myself? Or how do I find myself? I'd like to start by saying that you're closer than you think. And it's not necessarily always about finding who you are, as opposed to finding the parts of you that no longer feel like you, that no longer align with who you are. If you're in a position where you're asking yourself, how do I find my true self? Something new or something good is happening in your life. Some change is happening that feels like the you today. But it may not necessarily align with who you felt like yesterday or a year ago. And that person that you were in the past is not the person you have to be today. So if the new change in your life is bringing something good in that feels like you and is something that you want to include in your life moving forward, but there's parts of you that don't align with that, those are the parts that you'll have to work on letting go of. You'll have to find those things, feel those traumas, look at those triggers, and let them go to make space for the new things that you change into that show you who you really are when you've let go of the old things that you don't feel like you are any longer. So if you are asking yourself, where do I begin to find myself? How do I find my true self? Your true self is already within you. You already have that. The problem is you may have been resisting change. You may have carried a lot of traits or behaviors or anything. You carried this persona of yourself longer than you may have needed to. And now that some type of change has come into your life and it feels like the you that you recognize or that you'd like to continue to build upon, the more you can identify the things that aren't something that you want to bring into your future, and the more that you can focus on working those things out of your life and healing those old traumas or identifying your triggers and why you respond that way, or how you can work on letting go of those things, the more you do that, the more you will find who you really are, because you're digging all the debris that's covering up who you truly are off of yourself, and you're allowing that true self to come through and shine. So if you are asking yourself, where do I start to find myself? How do I begin to find my true self? Just know it's already in there. And the things that you feel no longer feel like you are the things where you're going to start to remove your old self to find your true self. I'm going to make a second part to this video, a longer one. So if you like this one, I encourage you to stick around or come back and check out the longer second video later. Thanks for watching. Hope that helped. Hope somebody needed to hear it today.